Who remember this guy, George Zimmerman? Well, if you don't know, let me give you some facts on him and you could go do some research yourself. So, in early 2012, to be specifically, February 26, 2012, Trayvon Martin, who was 17 years old at the time, was visiting his father fiance in a gated community. George happened to live right next to the fiance, also in the gated community. While at the house, Martin decided that he was going to walk to a nearby 7-Eleven to get something to drink and something to eat. He actually picked up a bottle of Arizona and a bottle of Skittles. A bag of Skittles. Bag of Skittles. On his way back, George Zimmerman saw him call the cops. The dispatcher told him, stand down, don't do anything, we are on our way. Basically, he called and said he saw somebody suspicious in the neighborhood. They told him, stand down, we are on our way. George Zimmerman didn't listen. He decided that, he had to get this violent black man who was walking through his neighborhood. By the way, George Zimmerman was 28 at the time, and Trayvon Martin was 17 years old. Right after George got off the phone, there was a confrontation, and Trayvon Martin was shot. Died on the spot. Went to trial. George Zimmerman was acquitted. Yes, he was. After that, thousands and thousands of dollars was donated by his buddies. People who love to see people of the color of Trayvon Martin put away or put in a box, 6'6". They enjoyed it, just like what you see right now going on with Renee Good. Sadly to say, the same kind of people, they donated thousands of dollars to him. George Zimmerman became a celebrity. He was on different TV program, different newscasts. He was on Fox News. He was just like a regular visitor on Fox News. He ended up started selling Skittles, just to make fun of it. Arizona, he ended up sold the weapon. He sold the weapon that he took Trayvon Martin life with and got a lot of money. So after George Zimmerman was acquitted, let's say he became somewhat a millionaire, right? But let me tell you something. When you do bad in life, or when people do bad to you, sometimes it's best not to use violence with violence. Sometimes just sit and wait for that man above to move. Because when he ready to move, there is nobody can stand in his way. This father and this mother heard it for losing their life, and George Zimmerman thought it was so funny. The way George Zimmerman acted is like he took the life of a dog. Nothing else than a dog. This man didn't give a damn. His friends didn't give a damn. This is one of the cases that let me know that racism was very much alive in America. When this little boy lost his life to this big grown ass man, right? So anyway, George Zimmerman did get a lot of money after he was on different TV show. I mean, he was enjoying his life. I remember one time they show a video of him on a yacht. They say he actually purchased a yacht and everything. But like I said before, conscience is a hell of a thing. So come to find out now, George Zimmerman is now homeless. Because I remember a story that came a couple of years ago where he got involved with a woman. He was engaged. Later on got married. The woman had to call the cops due to domestic violence. So he's been suffering mentally for a while, which understandable. You took an innocent child life and got away with it because of the color of your skin. Anyway, now it's reported that George Zimmerman is unemployed, homeless, and have no money. And when I tell you, I am so happy hearing this story. When I read it, I was so happy reading this story because this is what needs to happen to people like you. They say he's suffering mentally. They say he's in and out of mental institute. They say he's in and out of shelter. He's basically not doing so well. So I need to know where all those people, especially the 12 jurors that acquitted him, where they at right now? Where they at? Maybe one of them need to take him in and go take care of him. because they acquitted this man for taking that child life. And the jurors never cared. They didn't care, right? A juror of his peers acquitted him. And when I said of his peers, definitely of his peers, same complexion on the wall, acquitted him. Where you at? Because right now, this man is walking on the street with some mental issue. He's basically a walking time bomb. We saw what he did to a child, so we don't need him out here right now walking around. Well, George Zimmerman, you got what you deserve, and I do hope you suffer. Because let me tell you something, Trayvon Martin, mom and dad uh, will never get the chance to give them a hug again because of you. All that boy was doing was walk to the 7-Eleven to get him a drink and a spotless bag of Skittles and was walking back home to his house. And you couldn't mind your business. You decided to confront this young man. And the thing is that it was later revealed that he knew who this young man was. This is not the first time the young man was going to this house. He knew that was his neighbor that lived over that house. But yeah, George Zimmerman, I don't know what he was going through that night, but he decided he saw a young black child and he wanted to take that young black child. And guess what? He that young black child life, and he decided he wanted to take that young black child life. And guess what? He got away with it. He was acquitted and became a millionaire after it. But guess what? He did not know how to spend his money. No, he couldn't handle the money. And easy come, easy go. And when God is working on people like you will never enjoy life. Because guess what? Trayvon Martin, mom and dad will never get to see their son again because of you, George Zimmerman. I hope you continue to suffer. I hope nobody help you. I hope you suffer, you suffer, you suffer, and people sit there and watch you suffer. Because what you did to this young little boy, he lived no life. He was 17 years old, George Zimmerman, and you was 28 years old. You knew who this child was. This is not the first time you've seen this child. This child have been in that community. They were your neighbor. You have seen this child many, many times. And what you did, you premeditated and you planned it. And guess what? An juror in America set you free because, like we know, when it comes to law, it only protects one set of people, and it protected you. But God was not sleeping. God is not sleeping, and all the prayers that send up are now being answered. So you will continue to suffer, and Trayvon Martin is right now in heaven as an angel looking down at the rest of us, smiling. Someplace that you will never reach, George Zimmerman. Someplace that you will never reach because of the wicked thing that you did to this family, and then turn around and smile after. Smile after. You will suffer, John Zimmerman. I don't feel sorry for you. Maybe others do, but I don't do. I don't. I'm happy to actually see you're going through this right now, John Zimmerman. Yep, I am.